Vast production. Yeah. You know if you make it out, right? Them want know who fi stop me. And we living like a movie, watch me. Jump up in a jacuzzi, Ashley. Get on you just a move to the cash way. Them want know who fi slow me down. Watch glory run. Them think we story done. Nothing a change, can be the danger. Can be the fire, me no danger. Stand the game, me never complain. To the back of field, me not stranger. Tell them already say I feel I'm afraid. Can't make them lock me in them jail. Stacking up the paper, wrapping out them grades. Rapid it, me have this trap them with the laser. Get some girl and get tired and watch it sailor. Girl a dash it up, me sharper than a razor. I never man no father, got that for me savior. Me pop it off anyway, I'm in a cater. And when they start to make money, watch it. Them no love to see this skyscraper. Hustle hard for me life greater. Center stage, we have to do it major. You want know who fi stop me. Living like a movie, watch me. Jump up in a jacuzzi, Ashley. Buff it. I want know who fi slow me down. Glory run. Them think we story done. The mount of call we have can't hide. The mount of ride we park outside. The mount of burn a boy walk wide. Cause we out ya pull up fast and slide. Cash me a talk, we not talk hide. The money me marry they want a rascal bride. My road used to dark as a child. Hey man, I walk up a mile. Never give up, we all time, no style. Shut up it up, a juggler profile. Jamaica, me them love yard, do it wide. Machine them clean, and my clothes don't style. One in the end, tell my force don't smile. Telling on me house, on the floor, on the tile. Man blessed from a child. Them want know who fi stop me. Living like a movie, watch me. Jump up in a jacuzzi, Ashley. Get a youth, just a move to the cash way. Them want know who fi slow me down. Glory run. Think we stop it done. Them want know who fi stop me. Living like a movie, watch me. Jump up in a jacuzzi, Ashley. Move to the cash way. Them want know who fi slow me down. Glory run, them think we story done. Nothing a change, can be the danger. Can be the fire, me no danger. Stand in the game, me never complain. To the back of field, me no stranger. Tell them already say I feel I'm afraid. Can't make them lock me in them jail. Stacking up the paper, wrapping out them grades. Rapid it, me have this trap them with the laser. Get some girl and get tired and watch it sailor. Girl a dash it up, me sharper than a razor. I never man no father, got that for me savior. Me pop it off anyway, I'm in a cater. And when they start to make money, watch it. Them no love to see this skyscraper. Hustle hard for me life greater. Center stage, we have to do it major. You want know who fi stop me. Living like a movie, watch me. Jump up in a jacuzzi, Ashley. Buff it. I want know who fi slow me down. Glory run. Them think we story done.
All right. Good night, everybody. Good night. How are we doing tonight, everybody? Hope everybody's hearing me clearly. Guys, let me know if you can hear me in the chat, guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. Big up to everybody passing through tonight. Big up to everybody. It's a revolutionized era. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Appreciate you. Today is May 27th. Anywhere in the world that you are, guys, big up on yourself, big up on the damn self. It is a Wednesday night. Big up on yourself on this beautiful Wednesday night. It's a little rainy outside, guys. So if you hear a little rain outside, nice and comfy. But big up to everybody. Doesn't matter where you are. It's a pleasure to be here. Big up to the chat, and a personal shout out to my members who are part of my membership program, guys. Don't forget, it's never too late to join in on the membership program. Even if you're already a member, don't forget to re-enroll. Thank you very much, guys. It's greatly appreciated, all that you do. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to my new channel. That's Mellz Vlogs. I went ahead and I dropped the link in the chat. guys, you can click on it, go over there, and you could support the channel over there. Big up to everybody who is in the chat so far. Big up to everybody. Just Skinny, thank you for passing through. It's a pleasure to be here. Shadow Step, I saw you from earlier. Big up yourself, Shadow Step. Thank you so much for joining in on the live for tonight. Don't forget, guys, don't forget that if you guys have access to if you guys are active rather over on TikTok, you guys can go over there and follow me on TikTok as well. Don't forget that, I have the same name over on TikTok, which is, of course, Mellz One Side Revolutionist over there as well. So, guys, I know I have been away for a couple of days, but I'm back like I never left. Big up to everybody for being here tonight. So we shall keep our attention. We will keep our attention on Masicka, Bossy, and Slip and Slide, those two songs, as we make our way into the summer. We're going to be looking, on things boastful. We're going to be looking on things slip and slide. So as we are boastful and as we're slip and sliding into Masicka Universe, we want to take a look at the numbers to see how the numbers are doing so far. So Bossy, the last time I checked today, was at 5.3 million views on YouTube in 2 months. So Bossy, I've slowed down a little bit, guys. Let's keep the momentum going on Bossy, because we're seeing that Slip and Slide is heavily approaching behind with 5.2 views in a month. So we can see where Slip and Slide is making its grand entrance, and is creeping up very quickly on Bossy, guys. But both Masicka songs, we want to make sure that we are supporting both, and make sure that we are buying and we're streaming Masicka music, of course, on all major platforms. So the Genahsyde fans, especially you, we need to make sure that we're supporting the artists. So no one is going to do it if we don't do it. So Masicka needs our support, because we are the fan base and we help to control the movement and the traction when it comes to the music. So we want to definitely make sure that we keep buying and streaming on all major platforms, not just YouTube. So let's see how we're doing on Spotify. Over on Spotify, the last time I checked, hold on for a second, I believe Slip and Slide definitely passed Bossy over there. Hold on, guys. I want to pull up the numbers. That way you guys can see it directly. All right, so Bossy is at 961K views, and then we have a Slip and Slide at 972. So you can see where Slip and Slide just make its way past Bossy, not by a lot, but guys, don't forget that it's these two songs are ours, and it's only inevitable that one is going to do better than the other. But remember that Bossy has been around a little bit longer, so we want to pull both of them along for the ride. Miss Jacob in the building. How are you, Miss Jacob? Big up yourself. Thank you for being here tonight. Big up yourself, Miss Jacob. Thank you for being here tonight. Guys, don't forget that we make sure that we're liking, we're sharing, and we're subscribing to the channel. Please and thank you. Do the right thing. So yes, guys, we're making our way with Bossy and Slip and Slide towards the 1 million mark on Spotify. Because remember, there are different platforms that we can view and stream Masicka music. So we just want to make sure that we're doing so. Please and thank you. All right, guys. So as we make our way through and through, guys, don't forget that album mode, Masicka album, is closer than we think. So, hope we are ready. I'm pretty much excited. What does the anticipation feel like? We'd love to hear from the crux, or just in general, the people overall. How are we feeling? Here's the album I put out, guys, but none of them are gonna be bad like Masicka. So we just want to make sure, say, yeah, we do the right thing. What can we expect on the collabs? Just can say Ritsex almost 8 million on Spotify. Yes, I did see that as well. Yeah, here we go. 7.7 million views. So we're making our way to the 8 million mark with our Ritsex. Thank you for pointing that out. And Tyrant making its way to 12 million views, because it's at 11.5 right now. Leader is with Masicka and Dexter up making his way to 18 million views as well. And we're just looking at the top 10 based on what's happening here, based on how the numbers are looking. So again, big up to Masicka, big up to the DJ, big up to what he's doing. And we just want to make sure that we are here to support to the fullest, guys, right? Album is around the corner. It is as close can be. What can we expect on the collabs? These are questions that we've been asking ourselves since the other day. Are we ready to buy and keep the album #1 on the reggae charts on all platforms? also in Jamaica too, right? Because we cannot forget Jamaica, right? Jamaica and in the diaspora, and also on those international charts. Because if we do not, guys, if we do not have this conversation, right, then who will? Right? Because we need to make sure that, of course, we are having these conversations from early, right? What the plan for genocide funds, what's that's going to look like. So we can laugh and we can say whatever we want when we see other fan bases kind of like diving into what they want for what they want as far as their artist is concerned. We've seen Alkaline drop an album the other day, and we see where the Vendetta vloggers, they do their thing in making sure that the pre-order was done, making sure that the music was purchased from the fans. And we see guys are doing the same thing too. So we can laugh and we can mock and we can jeer. A plan is a plan, whether it's beautifully executed or whether it's maybe a little, what we call it, a little bit with the iron fist, or ruling with the iron fist, or making sure that we're a little bit stern. But at the end of the day, what is our plans as the genocide? What are we going to do prior to Masicka album drop? Because it's much more than, guys, make sure that we're buying the album, but we have to make sure that we are reminding the fans, and everybody, to make sure that they're doing the right thing and supporting the music, right? If we want to see Masicka, right, with the numbers, with the charts and stuff like that, we have to make sure that we are supporting. So I'm just, speaking to each and every one, the fans, the in-betweens, and those who love Masicka music or love the music overall, to make sure that we are absolutely supporting. So Genahsyde, what will we do? Before the album, when the album drop, definitely something to think about. Cobalt Uptown in the building. How are you, Cobalt? Big up yourself. How are you doing tonight? Big up yourself, Cobalt Uptown. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have you here tonight. So that's a food for thought, guys. Food for thought as our album is closer than ever, right? There's a plan that needs to be in place, to execute. What will we do? Because of course, Masicka cannot do this by himself, and especially with the vloggers out here, with the fans out here, we have to make sure that there's a plan in place. That way we can remind the fans and keep things in place where we're knowing for sure that the fans are definitely buying the album and streaming the music and things like that, right? So again, just something to think about as we move into album mode. So guys, you guys can see from my topic for tonight, Genahsyde must be ready to support Masicka album, the battle of the fan base, and some dancehall moments that we're going to be looking into tonight. So one of the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to slip and slide. We're going to look to see the fans' reaction of what they're doing, what they're saying as far as the fans is concerned. As it relates to, we normally do it. We go into the Masicka universe and tend to see what's going on, what's happening. All right, so just going to look at some videos, some freshly spanking new videos to see how fans are reacting to no other than the Genahsyde boss, the new king of dancehall, Mr. Consistency himself, Mr. Gifted Hands himself, Mr. Versatility himself. See what the fans are saying about his music. All right, here we have one from. All right, big up to Kim for that one. Let's move into another one. This one is from KJ. Big up yourself, KJ. KJ come like him dark out to rotted when him hear same daughter figure Benz and him son figure Ardy. Oh my goodness, he was really into this one. Big up yourself, KJ, for this one. Big up to KJ for that one, guys. Say what we must. Everybody have that song, or those songs will literally have them in another mood there, right? We just make them just want to dash everything through the window and just kind of like dark out. So big up to KJ for that one. Again, love to see the fans' reaction. Love to see what's going on. Guys, take a look at another video inside of the Masicka universe.
To the grave, open the street. Open the change your mind. Know that still. Yeah, my dog, I'm my dog. Till the last day. Hope them to sell me out for the fast pay. In your garden like the cold shot and bring side. Tell us of a fighter. Never switch when they get rough, yeah, we survive storm. Yeah, the family come first until my life.
When me say love your sister, I mean it. Watch the color and blood, I realness. I'm not leaving. Share the food, make we feed together. If anytime we will bleed together.
All right, big up to Extra Jam Lyrics for reposting this one yesterday. So we know we love a good collab, and when it comes to Masicka and collab, we know that Taurus Riley is definitely, would we say, is in the top 5, guys? Like, I think one of these days we need to go through Masicka collabs and kind of like go through our favorite collabs, our collaborated artists with Masicka. So we love a Masicka collab, and we know that when it comes to those collab, let's just say for now, Taurus Riley, that's collab that he did with Masicka, definitely on our hit list. So big up to of course, Extra Jam Lyrics for reposting this one yesterday. It's greatly appreciated. Let's see what else I have. I believe I have a couple more videos inside the Masicka universe. Let's see what's happening here. Oh yes, we have Baba Dad posting this one yesterday it was, yes, regarding, so it was a slip and slide moment on the boat. So it was definitely a vibe, and let's just take it in for a little moment, guys. Not a chalk, well, I don't, if you guys can spot one, let me know, but not a chocolate inside, just all what we say with caramel inside. But we know good songs when good songs is being played, right? So big up to Baba Bad for reposting this one for the Genahsyde family. All right, big up for that one. Here we have another one that was posted by Rebe Ortega. Big up to her for this one.
She used to the hype life, fast cars, big city, bright light. Girl, normally I know my time.
Say Masicka don't have no female fans, like, and some of these songs that these ladies are vibing to. Guys, remember, it's an app, and you literally use your phone. You select a song, and you're there listening to that song, type of thing. It's a choice type of thing, and it's just really a good thing to see. And as you can see here, all Spanish. I don't know Spanish, but big up to Rebe Ortega for this one. Definitely we can relate to Masicka music and how widestream it is played. So big up to her for that one. Definitely let me do a replay on that one again.
She used to the hype life, fast cars, big city, bright light. Girl, normally I know my time, but she used to the hype life, fast.
All right. Big up to you, Rebe, for this one. Greatly appreciated. Here we have another one here. Troll Angelica one side for this one. Let's see what we have here.
Masicka his flowers on record.
The cocks no go beside no shark. Genahsyde like Masicka, we can run them. Cause right now nobody sicker except the one Masicka.
Put the city on the map.
Artists get
But I'm rich when I act, guys. So even if some of them probably take back them talk or whatever, my granny always teach me, say you can't just, where you put what's in the universe, you can't take back, right? So them already put the greatness out there, and whether or not them openly rate Masicka or not, we know that they already gave Masicka them flowers. So big up to them artists there for giving Masicka the flowers. You can't take it back. Abe, when you can't take it back. Big up to the Genahsyde boss on that one. When I saw this one today, it really made me smile, and I was like, okay, big up to Masicka himself. And I think I have one last one in the Masicka universe, and yes, I did. All right, let's take a look at this one, guys. All right, guys. We love to see the videos. Thank you to those fans for posting those videos inside the Masicka universe. Big up. All right, guys. So we're going to keep it moving along. So comparison. always Masicka. When it comes to comparison, always Masicka. They compare Masicka to artists all the time. They compare him. They have other artists try to size up. They try to compare with Valia. They try to compare. And this is just based on, the ones I've seen out there. So I've seen Valiant. I've seen Skipper. Who else have I heard them talk about? What's that dude name? I always can't remember my name. Oh my, Skillibeng. Them talk about him with Skillibeng, compare him to Skillibeng, and the list goes on and on. So now it is that they're comparing Masicka with Chronic Law. So big up to Chronic Law. I'm not necessarily so much a Chronic Law fan, but I know that he does have some really good music out there. And he is somewhat of a consistent artist, if we can say he's consistent artist out there. So I wanna play this video for you guys. I'm gonna react to it. But again, like I say, big up to Bad Crook for posting this one, guys. Make sure me drop Bad Crook link in the chat earlier, so they can scroll back up and make sure. So we click on is the last link that I tag in the chat there. But make sure so we click on Bad Crook link and we do the right thing and we are supporting Bad Crook channel, guys. So make sure we are follow Bad Crook. Let's support each other in the Masicka movement. Should be one movement, even though some of us have many different views or whatever the case may be, right? Seven brothers, seven different minds. But again, we're out here. We're supposed to be doing the work of Masicka, supporting Masicka. So make sure that we are following Bad Crook and make sure we're leaving a thumbs up over there, guys. Turn on the notification to all, so when him drop a video over there, guys, on can see the video when time him drop it over there. So I'm gonna play this video that Bad Crook he posted, was it yesterday? Yesterday, right? Yes, Bad Crook he posted a video yesterday, and of course we were here for it with the whole comparing and the whole comparison as far as Chronic Law is concerned. Hold on, I have so much video over here to react to, guys. Oh my goodness, where is it? I know I cannot find my video. Where did it go? All right, hold on. Did I click? I think I probably did. Why would I click it off? Or probably it's there somewhere. Where is it? Oh, that's not. All right, guys. All right. Almost. All right, where is it? Where? Here we go. All right, so just gonna recap on that. Let me just pull it right back so we can hear the conversation with Bad Crook. All right.
So over time in the music, especially dancehall music, dancehall genre, receive fans and some on social media, even other artists, blogger. Yeah,
General Ush, how are you doing? Big up yourself, General Ush. Thank you for joining in on the live for tonight. How are you doing tonight? Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live for tonight. All right, guys. So we're listening to, Masicka being compared to others. We're listening to Masicka being compared to Chronic Law. Let's just get into it, and we're going to share some of our sentiments regarding the whole situation.
Intend to compare two artists together. So my time it don't even make no sense, you see me? Because it now forward from a place of love, it are forward from a place of hate, and for one artist part.
Definitely true, comparison. But I mean, in all honesty, when it comes to dancehall, there's gonna always be comparison when it comes to dancehall. Dancehall is a very competitive sport, and if you're not competitive, if you don't expect to be called out, if you don't expect to, of course, be dragged and things like that, it's honestly, it's not a place for you. So yes, the comparison is gonna happen, especially when you have a hot artist running the cuts. People are gonna like, people are gonna disagree, people are gonna critique on all of these things. Like, for example, we know that Masicka cannot catch a break. Masicka cannot catch a break without these people just always bringing him up and critiquing everything that he does. So, that's definitely something to look into.
Particularly because that artist is so dominant, and that artist right now dominate the game.
Success I make me enemy scared. Circle smile, blink large.
Hey, before we go any further, remember, put a like on this video before you stroll, and if you're not subscribe before you roll. Yeah, that's right there. So back to your ball game. You will see them put a Valiant to a Masicka, you see me? And then we put Eva Labas to a Masicka. Eva Skillibeng, then go as far as put a Skillibeng to a Masicka, bro, and even get more serious because then put Eva Sken to a Masicka. And them now compare them the artists there to each other. And remember, this is just a few, because remember Tamale and remember the Alkaline said way. So a Masicka the man then turn to the comparison. And it
I don't know why they tend to always do that, guys. They always tend to compare Masicka with other people, and you know, just to kind of like stick a pin and pause for a second. Like, what do we use in order to say that an artist is the artist or an artist is the man? Like we talk about it all the time that one man cannot run dancehall. Dancehall is not just a one-man sport. You know, there's multiple artists that's out there that's doing their thing, but we can, some of those names that was called, we can talk about it for a second. Like, all right, then how would we compare Masicka to a Skillibeng? Not even close. Yes, to understand that Skillibeng is out there doing what he does. And again, the stream, because it's always going to be a Gaza thing. So we can talk about the stream for a second and talk about when it comes to Skillibeng, that he definitely has some streams out there. You know, he has, collaborated with a lot of artists that help him to get that stream. But what can we really look at to see, all right, then, these are the criteria that really and truly make this artist the artist, or make this artist the man? Because when we talk about versatility, we talk about the depth of the music, we talk about overall growth of an artist and how they tap into their talent and how they tap into their art. Like, you cannot put a Skillibeng never with a Masicka. You cannot put a Skin with a Masicka. Labas would be, in my opinion, more of a bigger fish to fry. And guys, don't give me no red card for this one. Or maybe a bigger giant compared to Skillibeng and compared to Skin and to Valiant as far as the level of consistency is concerned. But something that I would definitely speak on when it comes to Valiant, when it comes to Labas, I have to see the versatility more, tap into that versatility. But can we compare a Chronic Law to a Masicka? And again, we're not talking about the streams them. We're not talking about the streams them and how much songs Chronic Law upload on a day-to-day basis and flood the stream. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the criteria them there already. We talk about them already. All right, then. We are talking about the talent. We are talking about the art history behind the man itself. It's not a popularity contest in terms of who know who or whatever. But the versatility conversation have to come up, the growth of this artist. How can you tell me, all right, then within let's even say a 5-year, 2-year span, how has this artist grown? How have this artist captured the depth and the impact of the people? And the versatility. The first thing that pops out on me when it comes to Chronic Law, the versatility. So I just want to throw those 2 cents in there. None of those names called cannot compare to Masicka.
That happen because Masicka too consistent and Masicka get too influential, and they know say Masicka is too lyrical and Masicka get too popular. So they might try to test the mental, but it's too strong for them.
Skillibeng, we can pull 3K people off a downsize the venue. And that is another thing too, just Skinny. I'm not even trying to make it even about the venues and things like that, because what we get to understand that a lot of people, which is kind of a different subject matter, but given the fact that, it's become a thing now, because I've heard vloggers out there were supposed to have sense. They come out and they say things like, oh, arena the thing they know. But like, come on, like, you cannot tell me, all right then, because of how much you can sold out a show, that makes you the man. That's not the only thing. That's not the only criteria, right? They cannot be. Make sure that we're keeping certain things that's supposed to always be there. So again, just Skinny, I won't even talk about the venue, right? General Ushe, I'm good, Mellz, just on the job, putting in the hours. How about you? I'm good. I'm here. I'm just here relaxing. It's raining a little bit out, but I mean, it's good. A little bit relaxing and stuff like that here on live. And, I'm good. I've been out a couple of days, but I'm back, good, wanted to take some time just to refresh and just kind of recuperate and just come back again. Right. But it's a pleasure to have you here tonight. Hope, those hours run off as quickly as possible. just skinny say Malidan kill our boss in the war, but we make it slide. So now we're talking about the whole war. I'm just skinny, but just to kind of like bring it back to what of course what Bad Croc was saying here, like the comparison never ends, right? But we know that in the end, we know that Masicka is the man always.
Low-key, it make them uncomfortable. And before they openly admit that Masicka is ahead of the game right now, they will start a comparison and hopefully it lead to something more than just a rivalry or
absolutely, and make it seem that he has not been doing anything in dancehall. And speaking of dancehall, we need to go down memory lane one of these days, definitely, and we need to get into the whole conversation of what was happening within the 13 years while Vybz Kartel was in the can, definitely, because we know that the rumors out there and the chatter and the chitty chattery talking about Vybz Kartel had the keys for dancehall in his pockets. Locked up for 13 years. However, we know that there were prominent artists out here that was doing their thing. Best of Popcorn's career was when, of course, when Kartel was locked up. We have Masicka out there being consistent, hits after hits, pulling, dancehall. Yeah, Vybz Kartel said it himself when he came out the can. But Gaza fans tend to have amnesia and things like that to make it seem like, okay, that wasn't the case. But we need to talk about it one of these days. But I don't want to, stray too far from the topic. Let's continue.
Temporary rivalry either way, but either way, when I think about it, them only look at next artist to go up against Masicka, so them can support that artist and try help that artist to reduce Masicka impact, because them see the journey where Masicka depend and they know say Masicka around the game for so long, so them hurt. So that's why them do all of this comparison.
Yeah, that's not the only thing that make them hurt. Bad Croc. Remember, that Masicka paid homage to Vybz Kartel. And when we say pay homage, don't forget, being respectful to somebody is different from bending the knee and kissing the ring. Don't forget that. At the end of the day, dancehall is a very competitive sport, and everybody have people who they rate and they respect in the music industry, right? And that's just what it is. So don't forget that Masicka had paid homage to Vybz Kartel. And then don't forget that all of this hate all of a sudden is simply coming from the mere fact that Masicka is no longer, him cut the link from Gaza. So they are no longer linkage. So we have to understand that Gaza right now is moving like the bitter ex who, because them get dropped like a bad habit, them lost vex and them feelings. Some of them, that is, because some of them are pretend to be on the hate train, but really and truly they're not on the hate train because they're still viewing and they're still buying and they're still streaming Masicka music on all major platforms. Can you imagine? They pretend with their other vloggers, we don't like Masicka, this and the third, but they're still viewing Masicka music. Remember they said, that Masicka, Gaza cut the link, so Masicka foot will get kicked away. But once Kartel or Gaza move them foot, Masicka go drop them. Remember them did say Masicka take show off and this Vybz Kartel. Remember that they did say, and say, all right then, Masicka career done. And it have never been so on a constant decline right now from what we are seeing. Success over hype, how are you doing tonight? Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live for tonight. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Remember that's what was said. However, we're seeing where the influence is still there in dancehall. We're seeing the impact is still there. We're seeing where he's a prominent figure amongst his co-workers. That's what we're seeing, so let's not lose sight of that. Masicka dropped 3 songs for the year so far and a couple of collabs, and everywhere the chitter chatter, Masicka. Sometimes I'm on Masicka's FYP page, or literally I'm on other people's FYP page, and in its caption it says Masicka, and I'm like, what the hell? What in the world? This have nothing to do with Masicka. So why is it that it have tagged Masicka in there? Guys, we can't make this up. People know, in order to keep this algorithm going, we have to make sure that we put Masicka in there, in the thumbnail, so the people them can see it, even if nothing not talk about Masicka. So big up to a DJ. Very popular out there, coming like water.
Check this video out.
Alright, you pick him over Kanitla for. If you say why I'm get pick over Kanitla? tell me something, tell me two things. You say Masicka clearly ahead of Chronic Law with two things where you think.
Nothing. Oh, him sign.
So why? So if
That's just rubbish. And you know, I hear people use your platform and act a fool of themselves. That's clear rubbish. Again, one thing alone can just pop up out of my head right there. The versatility alone can tell you. And should I need to say more? They say pick two things, right? And I can pick the versatility. Masicka is definitely a more versatile artist more than Chronic Law. I can put my head on the block where that is concerned. And the Hill and Gully Ride have proven that. Like, the company people them redeem with this is supposed to be a girl. It's supposed to be a girl redeem. Point blank period. That you company people them redeem with a gunman song. So that what that tell me is either two things, you just out here, you just are being lawless as because you're supposed to be law boss, but you're out here being lawless, or it's a case where you couldn't come up with a prominent girl song. And that was very short-lived. Very, very short-lived. Very, very short-lived. But right now, if one rhythm drop and it's supposed to be a bad man rhythm, I'm not going to expect Masicka to panic with a girl song, vice versa. So when you talk about conscious street anthem, yeah, we know Chronic Law have that. But we talk about the whole groundedness of the music, we can definitely say Masicka. And we can talk about the impact out there. It's Masicka. I'm not saying no law boss don't have influence and don't have impact, but we talk about a bigger influence and an impact. But again, to make it so much easier and just summarizing everything, we can definitely say again, when it comes to Masicka, versatility, all around grounded artists, and we can talk about the growth too. The growth and how Masicka has grown tremendously over the year. Oh, and consistency too. Because we look on Masicka's reign in dancehall compared to Chronic Law, of course, it's a bigger reign. So just wanted to put that out there. Fully Torture because the Fully Torture changed your name. So I can't call it Fully Torture same way because you change your name, so you're fully out. So fully in the building, fully out in the building, aka Fully Torture. Big up yourself. Thank you so much for that super chat on the live for tonight. Oh my goodness. Big up yourself, Fully Torture. How are you doing? It's great to see you. How have you been? Big up to Fully Torture for that $20 support on the live for tonight. Big up yourself, Fully Torture. Thank you for your support.
Pull up our 20 Masicka spa. Benz, empty barrel. He kill a rock chain like Django. Feel like see there. Ain't true, me say fuck them system. See them style. Run now. Act like your body. Run him down. Oh. Hey. Just act like your body. All right. Run. Hey boy, a 50-69 clip. Run.
50-69 clip. Big up yourself, Fully Out. It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for your support on the live for tonight. All right, here we have another 20 coming in from Fully Torture again. Big up yourself, Fully. Thank you for the support on the live for tonight. Big up yourself, Fully. Big up yourself.
Pull up our 20 Masicka spa. Benz, empty barrel. He kill a rock chain like Django. Feel like see there. Ain't true, me say fuck them system. See them style. Run now. Act like your body. Run him down. Oh. Hey. Just act like your body. All right. Run. Hey boy, a 50-69 clip. Run.
All right, 50-69 clip. Fully. Big up yourself. And we have another one from Fully. Big up yourself again, Fully. Thank you for that support.
Pull up our 20 Masicka spa. Benz, empty barrel. He kill a rock chain like Django. Feel like see there. Ain't true, me say fuck them system. See them style. Run now. Act like your body. Run him down. Oh. Hey. Just act like your body. All right. Run. Hey boy, a 50-69 clip. Run.
All right, big up yourself, Fully Torture. Big up yourself for that one. And we have another one. Big up yourself, Fully Torture. Your support is greatly appreciated.
Pull up our 20 Masicka spa. Benz, empty barrel. He kill a rock chain like Django. Feel like see there. Ain't true, me say fuck them system. See them style. Run Run now. Act like your butt then. Run him down. Oh. Hey, just act like your butt. Alright. Run. Hey boy, a 50-69 clip. Run.
All right, big up yourself again, fully out. You are greatly appreciated. Thank you for your support. Big up yourself. Thank you for your support. We also have General Oosh. Thank you, General Oosh, for that $20 support on the live for tonight. Mellz, bless up yourself. Big up yourself, General Oosh. Thank you for your support as well on the live for tonight.
Pull up 20 Masicka spa. Wednesday, empty barrel. He kill a rock chain like Django. Feel like see them. Ain't you me say fuck them system. See them style. Run. Run now. Act like your butt then. Run him down. Oh. Hey, just act like your butt. Alright. Run. Hey boy, a 50-69 clip. Run.
All right, speaking of clip, 56 on the clip. All right, again, we have another one from General Oosh, one Mellz on the app. Big up yourself again, General Oosh. Thank you again for another 20 on the live for tonight. Big up yourself. Thank you so much for your support.
Pull up 20 Masicka spa. Wednesday, empty barrel. He kill a rock chain like Django. Feel like see them. Ain't you me say fuck them system. See them style. Run. Run now. Act like your butt then. Run him down. Oh. Hey, just act like your butt. Alright. Run. Hey boy, a 50-69 clip. Run.
All right, 56 on the clip. Big up on yourself, guys. Thank you so much for your support on the live for tonight. It's greatly, greatly appreciated, guys. Big up on yourself. Thank you for your support on the live for tonight. All right, then let's continue. Let's continue.
Sign and well, if that counts, well, okay. I guess you need a chart for himself then, isn't it? Because the only artist was signed to an international label, and it's that international.
Him sign another show in the Caribbean. So only.
I don't know if you call that tax right talk, but
you can hear that them bias, see me? Yeah, you can hear that them bias and them have to follow the agenda, so them have to fall in line. So just
yeah, we know Gaza definitely have an agenda. Like whenever they come out and they critique, it's always certain things that they come out and they critique on. Like, are you crazy? Talking about shows in Caribbean only? Like, come on, bro. Like, we've seen Masicka itinerary and we know what the shows that he has lined up for, the year so far. And to come out and say Caribbean only, like, how can you say such a thing? But again, it's not the first comparison and it's definitely not going to be the last comparison made. But, they can compare all they want. Like, guys, at the top, it gets so lonely. Up here, people talk about us and we love to see it. So let them talk about us. My bigger question would be, who else they're going to compare us to? Who else?
exclude them for a minute. But anyway, we're not taking nothing from Chronicler. I'm not saying Chronicler is not a good artist. Maybe Chronicler don't even see this clip, and maybe Chronicler, if you see it, in a kissing teeth and say, why them I do this? Because to me, Chronicler is a good artist, genuinely talented, see me. But the comparison is amplified because them only fear what Masicka can become. Unstoppable and untouchable. The era shift in the music. So the music shift and then far behind and Masicka become a column. Masicka.
That's a great question, Just Skinny. Or the UK? Is the UK also the Caribbean as well? But no, they're not going to say anything. But my question would be, it's been January, February, March, April, May, and June is around the corner. And I think the first show for Vybz Kartel for the year so far, I think it's in June, because today's the 27th of May. And I think I heard some conversation regarding, I think Vybz Kartel has a show coming up in June, I believe. So you're telling me that he sat on his ass for 12 months at home, posting photos in his underwear, doing absolutely nothing, and nobody's talking about this, right? Not even a show in the Caribbean, nowhere any at all. Show's been canceled. What's up about that? Let's talk about that for a second. But everything Masicka does and other artists who they're threatened by does, they're always bringing those things to light and they're always talking about it because it's an agenda to, of course, bring them down. Oh yes, it's in Cayman for real. Let's see, because Cayman is a Masicka country, So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes over there. Let's see if them have to hold him up on stage, if them have to bring up a chair, knee brace, or whatnot. He should be fine, right? He should be fine, right, guys? Because to how we see him dancing in his robe and stuff, he should absolutely be fine. So let's see how that show will turn out. And let's see if, you know, the one world boss, the one who is carrying dancehall on his back, let's see how that show goes.
Can become a force, and that they don't want, so they might try to stop that. So listen, you will never see them compare a Labas to a Skillibeng or a Valiant to someone else.
The younger generation time now, me not care what nobody wants to say. Nobody can tell me how to think or how to act or what. That's the younger generation time. And the reality of it is Masicka alone cannot run dancehall. Masicka is just one artist by himself, and it have to be many people. So to who need to be consistent, they need to be more consistent when it come to their music. Who can make great music, they need to make great music, because if the talent and skill is there, it needs to be worked on and it needs to be cultivated. That's definitely something that I would really and truly double down on. But they can say whatever they want to say. Like it's not a secret as it relates to why they would come out and just be so readily to talk bad about Masicka and not to put the spotlight on Vybz Kartel. But again, let's see how that show will go in Cayman.
Even to a skin, it's always a Masicka. They represent dominance, where I represent consistent and hope for the youth. I'm gonna teach the youth in the right way. They must say a Masicka right now where I showcase maturity. I show them ready for this, and I show them ready for take over. So right now,
whether we're ready and waiting, we are ready and we are waiting. Leroy Wilson said, Mellz, always remember, when God bless you, no one can stop you. It's time it's time. Right, it's time. All right, so let's just say it's time for Masicka. Job be the glory. Most definitely, Leroy Wilson. Most definitely, and to your point, Leroy, I kind of lose my train of thought earlier, but just to make mention, it's the youth them time now. It's the youth them time, and we have to understand. Say, some man just need to give it up and get a grip at himself, and understand. Say, yo, it's a new dawn, a new day, and it's a new era. Bounty Killer and Beanie Man had their dawn, they had their day, they clash it out, they make up, they break up, they clash, they whatever. Those were the two. And then we see Kartel, and we see, of course, Movado go head to head. Sides were chosen. Clash happen, hate happen, and they make up and they break up and they make up and they break up, whatever the case may be. And now it's a new dawn, it's a new era. Right? So who want to come over in the youths them genre right now, them need to literally give it a rest. Beanie Man do not belong in this era. Vybz Kartel, you do not belong in this era. You need to take a rest, and you need to lift up, and you need to go. Because at the end of the day, in this new era, point blank, point simple, Alkaline and Masicka. Alkaline, Masicka. Alkaline and Masicka. Like literally, Alkaline and Masicka. General Oosh with another super chat in the building. Pick up yourself, General Oosh. Blessing us with that 10 on the live for tonight. Mellz, play any song of your artist. All right, and I see a word. All right, so we can dig up in the playlist real quickly and fast. Well, let me see what I go on. All right. Any song. All right. What kind of mood me in right now? What kind of mood? All right, let me see what I go on. Let me see what I go on. All right, let me see what kind of mood me in. All right, here we go. Hold on.
Short boy coming a total.
So guys, I pull the song, I pull the song for a reason. Them say in a dancehall, them say war is the greatest. And we talk about the new era. And we say, all right, with the new era, we say Alkaline and we say Masicka for the new generation. That's just my honest feedback. right now, Alkaline and Masicka. It just makes sense. It makes perfect sense, guys. Based on what's happening in a dancehall and we can see it, it makes perfect sense. And I choose a song here because sometimes people tend to forget how versatile Masicka is and forget say, yo, Masicka not laughing at the road, not laughing at the traffic. So when me scroll through a while ago, I say, can't frighten away, I say, all right, then this makes perfect sense. So to the Vendetta fans them, I love to see Alkaline and Masicka go head for head. Why me telling you? I love to see a good clash. Bounty and Beanie do it. Cartel and Movada do it. And with this new generation, why am I telling you? But believe this would have been the clash of the century. But believe it would have been the clash of the century. Guys, the adrenaline rush, the adrenaline pumping. Two fan base them go head to head. But I don't want to think. But maybe don't want to think. But for the people them out there with 10 foot forget, all the crocodile in my work, but that's not for reminding them. Say, can't frighten away. Right? Go through again. Go through. Wait, General Ush, I'll go deal with the crux them away still don't cry Mellz. General Ush member see a 2 fire sign them, you know. Me tell you, know. A 2 fire sign DJ them, you know. Me tell you say how them go. Yeah, then nobody now back down, you know. Me tell you. Nobody now back down, me can tell you. Man, them go burn down the place. Or them would have, cause obviously, you know, happen, but me I say the money would have burned down the place, me I tell you. They probably have to go redo the world when them done. Cause me know say Alkaline now back down, Masicka now back down. But you know, this is something I would really love to see in this era. Really and surely. And my honest opinion, no matter who win, I don't feel like that would have take away anything from them career. Even though we know say Alka go lose still. You get what I say? If I'm by 10 points, I'm going to lose. You see me? All right, this one, the return.
Andrew Black says to the return. Powerful. Get me? You see the blood clot return. One down from the pussy while the clock firm. Drunk them a go down in a something like worm. Me no want people don't learn. Jump out of the vehicle, greet your skin burn. Hey, pussy where you come from, we no concern. Bury you with the community, your damn germs. Face shot, face bend up like the gully name fern. A pretty black jasket, every man earn. People carry everything, a boy afraid of. People carry everything, a boy afraid of. 6 na your face, dark face, gone. 2 in your chest, and failure. People carry everything, a boy afraid of. People carry everything, a boy afraid of. 6 na your face, dark face, gone. 2 in your chest, them never stop. Till a yang reach and your foot test the blood clot flame and no meat. I go cook and just 3 na your face, Wall Street. I go look at so we study badness. Every leaf na the book of fear shot, no fear shot. Can't see it and up look your friend, them a jump and just steal man a put in at them blood clot body, yo, them a jump. We no bust it in a ear, them a disappear. Poof, grass clot, cash a park, every man a get poof a while blood clot life and we never ask tush. Chop out your head, brother, we no chop push up here, rifle and push out and never from push car. People carry everything, a boy afraid of. People carry everything, a boy afraid of. 6 na your face, dark face, gone. 2 in your chest, and failure. People carry everything, a boy afraid of. People carry everything, a boy afraid of. 6 na your face, dark face, gone. 2 in your chest, them never stop. Man run him down breathless, slam it on him. You see the friend we say my kill and nearly vomit on him. Pussy you love walk with gun talk and I have it on him. A barrel a spin, a forehead a lift, a one in a chin. Me get the white rum and me carry a kick. Me drive up, me jump out and no buckle a fling. A line per me no apple a so shot in a skin. Me pop it off, boy dead, me no have it a bling. People carry everything, a boy afraid of. People carry everything, a boy afraid of. 6 na your face, dark face, gone. 2 in your chest, and failure. People carry everything, a boy afraid of. People carry everything, a boy afraid of. 6 na your face, dark face, gone. 2 in your chest, them never stop.
All right. We return. General Ushe, it would be a great clash. Definitely General Ush. In my opinion, I believe it would be probably the biggest, if not one of the biggest clash in dancehall history. That's just my take on that. And I stand very, very firm on that. It would be bigger than Cartel and Movado, definitely. It would be bigger than Beanie and Bounty, definitely. So I think it's good to say that it would probably be the biggest clash in dancehall history. Masicka and Alkaline going head to head. That's my thoughts on that. But yeah, guys, yeah. All right, guys. So something, I know I was out a couple of days, so I did not get the chance to share about my piece on Mr. Vegas' performance in yeah, I didn't get the chance to share my views on Mr. Vegas on his show. Like it was just so, it was just such a quiet moment as far as Mr. Vegas is concerned. And I was like, yes, it has been a couple of days, maybe a few days, yes. But guys, I could have 5 days, but I have to come back and talk about this Mr. Vegas guy on a show, definitely, because me I tell you, like some things were really going, I mentioned. I not really seen vloggers them come out and really talk certain things and talk about their performance. I mean, I have a little bit of performance here, right? So I'm gonna play a little bit type, we're gonna talk about it. Cause I have to come literally strike a fire under Vegas. Cause Vegas, I don't forget what you do, you know. I don't forget what you do, I just want to remember, so I don't forget what you do. I don't forget what you did. Didn't forget what you did as relates to when Masicka was in Antigua, what you did when you were on stage. So again, if you don't want the artist name get called up, want to stop show stones and hide on the hand, because on the love come out, on the love pay, mess with people, on the love to do the most. One time people run out and talk the most and play a victim. You get what I'm saying? So let's take a look at a little piece of Vegas performance, guys. We're gonna talk about it a little bit because we have a few words to say about Mr. Vegas. Pay attention to the crowd, people. Remember, them see my artists don't know if you move in a crowd, you know, allegedly what they're saying. And how long has Vegas been in the business? Vegas has been in the business longer than Babs Carter, but like 30 years, 40 years, 50, 60, 70, 80 years? Stop it, bro. Are we saying that Mr. Vegas flopped out? Like, what's going on? Like, what's the road? Cameraman seemed to know exactly what he was doing here. All them say when they on stage and jump up and do the most, it guarantees that the crowd will interact and move with you. How did they say that, right? And I mean, not see nobody a jump. But them say Masicka need to jumping up on stage, if you jumping or jump and be more lively and all of that stuff. And you know, I not see nobody. Vegas a jump with him flag. I mean, not see nothing going right so. Dark Devil, big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live for tonight. Big up yourself, Dark Devil. Right to slip on. See what going Look, my body. Nobody. Guys, nothing, guys, nothing. And then I think there's supposed to be a longer video of this because I heard that he was even singing Masicka Slip and Slide. Like what? Like what the fuck? Like why are you singing Masicka Slip and Slide song? But Mr. Vegas, I have a few words for you because remember, say God don't like ugly. And whatever you put in the universe or you get out, and when your heart don't say your heart not clean, remember, say go upon the people them stage show and say, oh, anybody who is against Vybz Kartel, what them for do, you know, wish for you send them up. No remember exact words still, but I don't want to tell a lie. But you literally try to set up my artist to failure at the Antigua show because you know, say your artist and my artist have a fallout. Because the one on one like saying Vybz Kartel are the best thing since sliced bread out of God. But Vybz Kartel are not for God. Vybz Kartel is not our God. So Vegas, what goes around, you're not Mr. right now. What goes around comes around. I have to come out, come bonfire play your performance flop. I'm gonna say none of your vloggers them come out, come and talk about it. You flop out. I'm gonna say Imhotep, I'm gonna say Rick Star, I'm gonna say nobody. Come out, come talk, oh flop your flop. I'm gonna care what no one say about ready to follow Antigua too. Ready to follow Antigua too. And the crowd reaction was so much better than this. Vegas was so much better than this. You understand? I'm here say, you out there, you sing the whole of dancehall catalog, but still everybody stand up. I'll sing the song you sing. What you mean? Bob Marley, you have to draw for Bob Marley from the dead to rat it, to resurrect. You look a performance on stage. For the look a performance on the stage, I'm just gonna say the man at work. The man at work, nothing that's happening, right? The crowd just stand up stiffer than a dick pan him, like nothing that's not happening. So like Vegas, like you think we would forget? We not forget we did the Antigua, bro. You know my artist will close the show and you come up with the foolishness. So you try to sabotage Masicka performance and see it there now. So the universe will hold long your performance. You could have jumped like a chickman chick. Not happen. So you know what you were doing. You know exactly what you were doing. And we know exactly what is happening now. So but those guys, I have to come burn a fire upon this because hear nobody that talk about it. Because remember, you know. Remember, you know. Say when other artists do anything, nobody not talk about it. But once certain artist performance, everybody jump out and everybody have the most to say. So me have the most to say right now as far as Vegas and in performance. Vegas, you flop. You flop till you couldn't flop no more. I remember next show you have, just remember say God don't like ugly. Some of those guys may have to come say that one day. You understand? So that is what's going on there. So on the topic of Vybz Kartel earlier, and you know, say we cut the link long time as far as Genahsyde is concerned. So Kartel out here having these grown men just doing the most, same way for what reason, I don't know. Or we have these grown-ass men out here and they're just doing the most, you're just acting a fool, acting stupid. So here we have this grown-ass man. See a picture on the thing there. So he seems to have a whole family and him have a whole wife and a whole child. And this is what he's out here doing. Loving man like dog till him out in a bathrobe. In a bathrobe. You understand? So take a look at this, guys. So Vybz Kartel have this grown-ass man out here just acting stupid.
But I know you know better. No matter what you do, don't mess up. Stay ready, we're ready. I'll be your night only if you let me. If you sell you out, then good and special. No matter what you do, don't mess up.
Look like a damn idiot, bro. Like, yo, I hate when men don't have a mind of their own. In fact, people in general, when they don't have a mind of their own. So, pink robe and all, I bet him woman couldn't get time, I bet him woman couldn't get him for the dishes then. Or take out the garbage. However, how sad, he's out here creating a whole trend of Vybz Kartel doing fuckery. But I bet him woman couldn't get him to fold the laundry and help out in the house, but him out here hopping on a trend. Sadness on social media, guys. A big sadness on social media. Yes, just skinny jump. The man a jump your fuck. Jump till all him shirt him have to take off one at a time. And I say, take off him shirt. take off him shirt and us a jump and 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 a jump. And nothing happen. Nothing happened, guys. Nothing at all happened. A big butter spread of them, General Usia fish them Mellz. A big butter spread of them. So guys, in case you miss, because we know that Sunfest is what we say almost around the corner. Not that we should care about Sunfest anyway, but in case you miss Mavado absence from the Sunfest launch, don't know what that was about, check out Kishima as she had a few words to say as she sat on her couch, getting comfortable, talking about the whole pre-launch where Mavado was missing in action. Well, I'll go on right so. All right, hold on, guys. I think I have to hold on. Let me see what go on right so. All right. It's at work. It's at work. I'll go on right so. I'm gonna stop share, guys, and share again. I don't know why some move so. I move like the Gaza people them. Hold on there. All right, so let's see if this works. Let's go. What? Not?
Can we talk about Reggae Sunfest though? They had their global launch in Miami. In case you missed it, check the levels.
The craziest thing, Gully versus Gaza. Yeah. Like you never seen before. 18 years in the making. It's a reunion. Why? Big up Gully guns. Yeah. But it's not a reunion. So make sure you're there.
That was Vibes Cartel and Selector.
Big up to Adrian Pearson running in on the live tonight. Once I run this blood clot. Yes, Adrian Pearson, not one lie was told. Big up yourself, Adrian. It's a pleasure to have you here. Big up your damn self all the time. All right, so here we have the Gully God missing from the launch here. So again, both Mavado and Vibes Cartel are headlining the event, of course, which is set for July 18. However, of the two, only Vibes Cartel attended the global launch. So Vibes Cartel and Mavado are expected to reunite at a taste of Reggae Sunfest, rather, at the Plantation Cove. So marking their first time sharing a stage together in 18 years. Right. So I don't know what you guys think about Mavado missing in action, what it makes, what it makes the events, would it have made the events more meaningful? I believe it would be a viral moment for both of them, but however, only one was there. So let's take a look.
Ricky Platinum. Of course, Mavado was visibly absent from the launch. Would you say Mavado's absence kind of add more intrigue, or was it an opportunity missed?
Personally, it doesn't for me. I feel like it would have provided a little more hype if Mavado was there.
Yeah.
Just imagine if Ricky Platinum was talking to both Cartel and Mavado right there. That would go viral. We all know that they're, well, I wouldn't say friends. Well, I guess we all know that they're good.
I don't know what's happening. Like, I really don't care a couple cents about Sunfest because Masicka is not going to be there. But I mean, it was very intriguing to see this clip, with the whole launch thing and Kishima talking about it, given the fact that we know that it's the whole reuniting of the whole headlining of the both of them, and one was missing in action. I mean, I don't know if it's a case where Mavado had previous engagement, but come on, like, he would have known that, listen, hey, this was going to happen, I need to be here, yada, yada, yada type of thing. However, we get to understand that only one showed up for the event. So, I mean, it was kind of like a weird type of thing. This could have been a big promotion. So I see Just Skinny have some questions in the chat here, but Just Skinny, them need to figure it out themselves, because then I think Sunfest have missed so many opportunities, and thinking with the evolution of dancehall, they're gonna always have those great acts, and those people are gonna always be out there to support, and they can dispose of people. But newsflash, it's not like that. It's really and truly not like that. So they really need to treat people better. There's so much good people I've seen back out of that show, which could have done so much, and now they have some people in the lineup which I don't even know what's gonna happen, like how long these people are gonna perform for on the on the show. But again, that's for them to figure out. My story is more so on what's happening between the two, Movado and Vibes Cartel as to it's a launch, right? Both of them are headlining, and both of them, in my opinion, should have been there, and only one showed up. What was going on there, type of thing.
Them civil. They're gonna do this show. It's not like before where we're saying that they can't be in the same space. So, and you know, Vibes Cartel is like an investor, a business partner dream to work with, because he's going to always show up to promote and push the product.
Yeah, that's a
bullshit.
Solid point right there, Chris, because you will hear an artist, not just Reggae Sumfest, but other events. You're booked for an event and they would not even post a flyer. Them not post a flyer, them not doing anything, but in truth.
Let me just say, Kashima, where that is concerned, and what's your name? Chris? I mean, there's different ways and means to really look at this, because some artists, they look at, all right, then that's what promoters are for. I'm not a promoter, I'm just booked for this event. So which means I'm just going to go out there and do my due diligence and show up for my performance and yada, yada, yada. But we understand that some artists, they tend to be a bit more flexible in the sense where they want to make sure that they're gonna be in a particular space. They want to promote that show because they're going to be there. Because again, promotion, which means that a great turnout, right? People are going to come out to see me because they know I'm there. You know, the crowd is going to be there, type of thing, versus a case where a little bit of people show up, type of thing. So, I mean, it's different ways to look at this thing here as far as, you know, promotion, how far promotion runs.
If them do that, ultimately, it's going to work in their favor.
Absolutely. But I guess sometimes it's like once they're paid, they become too unavailable.
King J, how are you? Big up yourself. How are you doing tonight? King J, big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live for tonight. Big up yourself, King J, and thank you for sending me that gift. King J sent me a girl power of 300 jewels. Big up yourself, King J. Your gift is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support on the live for tonight.
20 Maticas spark, Wednesday, empty barrel. He kill a rock chain like Django. Feel like see them. Ain't true, me say fuck them system. See them style. Run now. Act like your body. Run him down. Oh, hey, just act like your body. All right. Run. Hey boy, a 50-69 clip. Run.
Thank you for your support, King J. Big up yourself. Thank you for that jewel that you've sent, or those jewels that you've sent. Is greatly appreciated. All right. So, I mean, I get the vision and I get the whole concept of what Kashima and Chris is saying. But again, we cannot too blame the artists. Like, guys, that's what promoters are for. Like promoting the events, making sure that people turn out, type of thing, right? You book an artist for an event. In their minds, at times, you're going to think, all right, and I'm just going to show up, do my thing, and then I go. But I get what they're saying, because it can definitely be twofold, where they can, of course, make an entrance, make an appearance, especially in certain places where they tend to definitely would make the crowd go, make the anticipation go. Like, for example, with a launch like Reggae Sunfest, both of them showing up together make people want to turn up more to the show. But again, you can't really want to push and really want to say, all right, then they have to, type of thing, because they don't have to. Type of thing. I think is based on their discretion whether they want to do such a thing or not. But again, not my business, not my problem. Mind my business. Okay, matter. Make money. Yes. So that's just my take on that as far as the promo is concerned, and about work. You know, what works in their favor when they show up and help with the promotion of their event.
Or anything to do with promoting the show. I don't know if it has to do with their contract.
That is the point that I was going to make, right? There is also this notion that, okay, you booked me for the event, you didn't book me to advertise the event.
Yeah,
but then it's such a thin line. You know what I mean? I do get the narrative which part them come from. Like I say, yo, you booked me for the event, you never booked me to promote the event, but promoting the event actually going to work in your favor as well. Because
Just Skinny Mellz, a small question. If you was an artist, would you fly 13 hours to perform for 300 people? Just Skinny, in all honesty, that's a tough question, you know. And maybe a lot of people would be looking at the side of no type of thing. But I would say yes, even though I really don't love to fly, but I love to go on vacation. But just the thought of me sitting on a plane for umpteen hours, that really just kind of like drive me nuts. But I mean, I definitely would, and I would share my reason behind why I would. So in this life, sometimes the universe tends to watch you and see how you operate and see how grateful that you are, type of thing. So I know the 13-hour is definitely a stretch, and the 13 people the 300 people kind of sound kind of maybe a bit disappointing because it's a small tiny crowd. However, we have to understand that 300 people can definitely conquer a nation. I've seen it, I've watched it, conquer a nation. Perfect example, just skinny. I've been on my live where sometimes there's like 6 people watching, 5 people watching, 10 people watching, the list goes on and on. As Jamaican people would say, cash pot numbers. But I have to understand that it's much more than who is watching. If I constantly show up and do the job and remember why I'm doing this to begin with, then I can always have a story that I can come back to, where I can be like, hey, I can motivate others and make them know. So listen, when I just started, it was rough for me, type of thing. And it kind of be a bit egotistic to kind of be like, oh, 300 people are only 6 people watching, but at the end of the day, it's a job. And I just have to be out here doing it to the best of my ability and just be consistent. That way people can show up and be like, hey, Mel is really out here doing this. And as a result, we can see, that she's not only doing this, to be popular or do this because she won't come out here and piss off people and make unnecessary, enemies for who she represents, are out here just cussing and doing the most. She's doing it because she genuinely wants to grow and wants to do this. So just to your question, just skinny, yes, I would. And because in reality, that 300 will double and triple and turn into 3,000 and turn into 30,000 and to 60,000. You may never know. And this will definitely be your story to tell. So, and everybody have a story to tell. So just kind of want to put that out there. Fully said, Mellz, me say you show up for 5 people on the stream. Don't know what just skinny 110. I don't know what he's talking about. That's what I'm saying, Fully. That's what I'm saying. Like I could never talk down or laugh at somebody for showing up for 300 people when I know that sometimes my story is similar, where, it is what it is, but, the work must go on, type of thing. Whether it's 2 or it's 3 or 4 people, it must goes on, because eventually, once I keep showing up, I won't probably have hands to see and read the chat and all of that stuff the way how, blessing will overflow. So we just have to keep showing up, just skinny, and be consistent where that is concerned. King J said it might take a loss, but him also have a chance to expand in that region. Of course, absolutely. And don't forget, you're being paid to do a job. You're being paid. So if you are being paid to do a job, obviously that means you have to show up. Even if I did 30 people just skinning, even if I did 30, not even say 300. 300 people, I won't leave that, I won't leave people that 300 people. If I did even 30 people that they listen to your music and them left them yard, come see you. 30 people. Absolutely.
A lot of the artists you're following across social media is very big. Sometimes, most times, bigger than the promoters.
Absolutely.
So you can't look on it just one way.
Wait, so just skinny family that I do that over Europe. I mean, kudos to Tammy Lee, guys. Like, aside from the bantering and the whole clash thing that happens, and again, I like when a man do not have a mind of his own, or people in general. I don't like when they don't have a mind of their own. But for him, it's a good look. It's a good experience for Tammy Lee. Remember that he has been stuck in Jamaica for a while. I've never seen him do. And correct me if I'm wrong. I've never seen him do shows we call it. I've never seen him done shows in the Caribbean countries outside of Jamaica. So it's a good experience for him, just skinny, to be outside of the diaspora. But again, eventually that 300 will turn into and double and triple. and type of thing. So, I mean, big up to him, bro. Like, for doing it, I'm saying never too late for a shower rain, and hopefully when it rains, it can pour for him. So, big up to him for, it's an experience. For him, it's definitely an experience because I don't think he has ever been in Europe before. I don't think so.
You have to also look to see how will it be beneficial to you, because ultimately, if you go to an event to perform and you take that step.
King J said the 300 people equivalent to Shaggy album sales. Oh my God. Them say Shaggy couldn't pull the sales them first week. All of the blows them come out, King J, all of the blows, and that still couldn't help him. Oh my days. It's crazy. See, people, just stay on the right side of the law all the time, yeah, man. And no matter what happen, make it happen. But worse you do the foolishness, and it still don't equivalent to it still don't make sense, So again, big up to Shaggy though. Big up to Shaggy, definitely. Doesn't matter what's happening, what's going on. Big up to him.
And for example, you now promote it because they just book you to perform, and that's where you stick to. But then on the night of the event, the turnout is kind of weak.
Looks, in fact, it first looked bad on you as the artist before the promoter.
Because people going to say, you can't pull a crowd.
That's it.
You can't pull a crowd. And while we're saying this, it's also important to note that both Mavado and Vybz Kartel did promos for Reggae Sumfest. And in truth, that's what it is about.
All right. Definitely. I definitely see where Kishima and Chris is going with this. But again, guys, it's a two-way street for that. I don't think artists have to do it, especially when they're more so established artists. I don't think they necessarily have to go out and do the most as far as promo is concerned. Let me know, guys, what you think. What you think, Kishima and Chris? Because they're saying that Mavado not being there, it could have been a good promotional tactic for Sunfest on both of their parts. Both of them really coming out and definitely promoting Sunfest. But again, me kind of be a little bit biased with my little expertise on that, because I don't know how I feel about that already, given the fact say, Masicka not really dead, Mellz not gonna be performing, so really here nor there, in all honesty. But again, I kind of understand what they're saying, but I really and truly kind of like on the fence about it, because again, it doesn't necessarily mean say the artists them definitely have to come out and do it. You know what I mean? That's what you have, promoters definitely there for, as far as, making sure that the event, goes well, and making sure that they're promoting the event type of thing. And if the artists want to do the due diligence and of course, promote the events more, then by all means, yes, but I don't think it should be a must, But I would also agree that yes, it would do a lot for them in terms of their in terms of the show that they're being a part of, type of thing. All right, guys. All right. Let's see what else I have in store for you guys. All right. So it seems as though Popcorn preview new music. I don't know if you guys heard it. We're gonna just take a quick look into what that looks like. Popcorn previewing new music, guys. New music. Summer's around the corner, so you know that anything we can get, we want to take. As far as definitely artists coming out and sharing in the vibe, with new music type of thing. So let's take a look at what Popcorn have up in sleeve for us, rocking into the summer. Hold on, let me see what going on right here. So did I unshare my screen? I think I did. Hold on, guys. Let me just share my screen again, because I got a little bit of all right. See the unruly boss up to. All right. All right, guys. I don't want to feel about this. I don't want to mess with this. I want to rock with this. I don't want to feel about the Popcorn there, but I like it. me really like it. There's a vibe on it. Me really feel like me coulda rock with this. Me coulda rock with this definitely if summer come. I don't know how to feel about it. But I like it. A nice vibe to it. Big up to Popcorn for that one. Yeah, just a preview type of thing. But would love to hear the entire thing. But based on what me hear so far, me definitely like what me hear so far. King J said, Mellz, how you feel about Mr. Vegas performing Sip and Say before Masicka? Like King J, like definitely. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I literally played Vegas performance. Him performing in Guyana, and that was something that came up regarding him, singing his catalog and tapping into other people's catalog, and he also sang Masicka's song, and I'm like, what the hell? And how I feel about it, definitely a dick rider, definitely a dick and a wave rider, Mr. Vegas. Like he literally have a whole song under rhythm. Why not sing your song? Why is it that you have to sing Masicka's song type of thing? So it goes to show that these people are out here, they are pretending to hate. They're pretending like, oh, I don't mess with this person. They're pretending like, oh, this and that and the third. But in reality, they're out here, they're just haters. That's all that they do. They're just haters. Big haters. That's what they are. And you cannot make this up when it comes to people who pretend like, oh, I don't mess with this person, or, I don't mess with this person, or, type of thing. And then they're out here doing the most. So that's why people don't fool me. People really and truly don't fool me, King J. When them behave and them do the most. Remember, say at the same Vegas come out on stage, come saying that anybody who no make no sit there with Cartel, wow, before Masicka close the show, And then all of a sudden here you have this man come out and I sing Masicka song. Like, bro, you have a whole song on the rhythm for yourself. Why you not sing it? Well, he did sing the song. You get what I'm saying? So it's just a wave rider, bro. Fully out say Mellz, me can't tell you how I feel about that. But me can't tell you how I feel about you. Big up yourself in a fully out. Big up yourself. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Oh my days. Yeah, man. So as some waste man behavior for real. Like if you have a whole song on the rhythm and they choose to sing another man's song, a man where really and truly act like you don't fuck with, a man where you try to sabotage. Don't forget that. We've seen it. And you're out here singing the song because deep down that, of course, that when it comes to Masicka has the biggest song on the flipping rhythm. So what you did in order to get her forward, sing your song plus the biggest song on the rhythm. I tell the guys you cannot make this up, man. They cannot make this thing up the way how these people they come out and they tend to do the most. But again, big up to my artists, and big up to the thing, big up to how he's always out here dominating and he's always doing his thing. Whether people agree to disagree, as a one-side vlogger, definitely know the greatness instead of my artist, hands down, most definitely. And just big up to him for the work that he's doing and the work that he continues to do. I want to need nobody else come tell you otherwise, guys. Album round the corner for sure, definitely for sure. So we just want to make sure so that we're doing the right thing. We're doing the right thing, guys. Putting a plan in place, definitely, so that we can make sure that we're not sell 300 copies. You hear that? One side people, bushwatchers and all. You hear what one? Make sure so we're not sell 300 or 9 copies for the album. So we definitely need to come out and with our strong support. Me see the one side people there. Me here say funeral I keep for other artists, but to make sure say me say not first laugh and a laugh enough. So I make sure say out here support on artists, put plans in place that way. The album can sell and the album can stream and we can be #1 in different countries, in the diaspora, in Jamaica and internationally, and that can only happen if we definitely work together and make that into a reality type of thing, guys. So remember, buy and stream Masicka music on all major platforms. Don't forget Bossy, Slip and Slide I run down Bossy hard on YouTube, right? Literally maybe because about 100 views behind there, and we know that it passed it on Spotify, so we know say people them definitely rocking with the slip and slide. Not that they're not rocking with Bossy, that's not what I'm saying, but you know how it is when you know, a song drop, then another song drop, and then, you know, a song might tend to overshadow a next song. So, big up to Masicka, guys. Big up to Masicka. Big up to the work that he's doing. Big up to everybody tonight, guys, for passing through. Guys, almost 2 hours in the live. We're gonna call it a night, guys. Gonna call it a night. I need to do something before. I need to definitely do something before the place. I need to do something before you know, I need to catch somewhere before it closes, let's just say that. So I'm gonna what 20 minutes coming if I get this done before, definitely. So guys, big up on yourself and thank you for passing through. PZ Data, thank you so much. Catch you there. PZ, big up yourself and thank you for that $2 support on the live for tonight. PZ Data, big up yourself and thank you for your support tonight.
Pull up 20 Masicka spark. Wednesday, empty barrel. He kill a rock chain like Django. Feel like see them. Ain't true, me say fuck them system. See them style. Run! Run now. Act like your body. Run him down. Oh. Hey. Just act like your body. Alright. Run! Hey boy, a 50-69 clip. Run!
All right, 56 another clip. Big up yourself, PZ Data. Thank you for passing through tonight. Big up to everybody for passing through tonight, guys. Una 20 minutes. I'll give it back to Una tomorrow, guys. I literally have to run. But big up on yourself and big up to everybody, guys, that passed through tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. Big up on yourself, guys. Big up to PZ Data for passing through. General Osh, big up at himself. Fully, big up yourself. Thank you for passing through. Big up to Dark Devil for passing through. King J, big up at himself. Just Skinny, big up at himself. Big up to who else? I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Big up to Adrian Pearson for passing through. Big up to who am I missing? All right, big up to Waytham for passing through. Big up to who else am I missing? Cobalt Uptown, big up at himself. Miss Jacob, big up yourself. Thank you for passing through, Miss Jacob. It's been a pleasure. Big up to everybody. Shadow Step, big up yourself. Thank you for passing through. Guys, it was an absolute pleasure. Until the next one, I'll see you tomorrow if our life is spared. Big up on yourself, guys. I'll see you guys soon.